Aloha, and how you doing? Cha-ching, that's for my brothers. They always say that I should be giving them money for this, but I'm not going to give them for that. Anyway, this is Hibachi Talk, and that's Gordo the Tech Czar, and I'm here with my good old buddy, Rick Trejo, Papi Cholo. He's my good old buddy. We go back a long way. So we were sitting talking story one day and said we should have him come on the show. Anyway, grab yourself a towel, grab yourself a libation, sit down and enjoy. So we got 45 minutes. We're going to just talk story and get to know who you are and all the things that you've done and so on. You're kind of like, I was saying earlier, like Jimmy Kimmel has a Hispanic assistant. So now I've got one. So watch out, Jimmy, here I come. So Rick, it's nice to see you, man.
Same here,
Gordo. It's great to have you. My nickname is Gordo.
Gordo.
You might have given it to me for all I know.
No.
Way back when. How long have we known each other?
Gee, way back in the early 80s.
Early 80s. So it's been a while. So I want to get the audience to get to know who you are and so on, and let's do that for a little bit, and then I'll do a got one tech job kind of thing we talked about.
Mm-hmm.
But let's get a little background, like where are you from, what do you do, this kind of stuff.
Well, originally came to Hawaii back in '74. Joined the Army, got here. From Chicago.
From Chicago. Hey, look
Yeah.
at how's the shirt?
The Bears.
The Bears. Got my Bears shirt on. Look at that.
Yeah.
How's that cool? Yeah. So
Volunteered during the draft. Didn't want to get shot in the street, so I might as well get shot. Serving my country, so I might as well get paid, get shot. Serve my country, join the military, get an honorable discharge, and go to school and find something for myself.
But you went to school, so
Yeah.
you came here young though. You were young.
I was here. I volunteered during the draft, and then.
And you were what, 18?
I was 17. I didn't finish high school, but when I was in the Army, Uncle Sam said, all those guys are going to consider staying in the military. You got to get a high school diploma. So I went to St. Louis.
All right, St. Louis.
Yeah. So Crusaders. So yeah, that's where I'm at, and then stayed here ever since, and it's been the best of my life.
So you came here when you were 17 from Chicago straight to Hawaii.
Exactly.
Right.
Never left.
So and you were and so how long was it before you got your first jaywalking ticket?
Yeah, we was talking about this earlier. But second day on the island. I landed here one night and they said, first thing you do, don't go to Hotel Street. And ding, 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 the lights went off in my head. It must be a reason. They said, well, military's off limits. So I had the best time of my life.
You went to Hotel Street that night.
Second day. And then woke up looking like a Shar-Pei because I had my khakis all wrinkled and everything. Didn't have my hat and broke. And the bus driver said, I know where you're going. I know you had a problem overnight. So get on the bus. I'll drop you off in Wahiawa. He thumbed me way into Schofield.
Right.
So other than that, that's the beginning
And
of
that's your beginning of your love of Hawaii.
Well, of course, I got a ticket for jaywalking. And then I ended up in the old Honolulu court down there in Merchant.
Yeah, the Walter Murray Gibson building.
Yeah, right there in Merchant. And then that's a beautiful building.
Oh, it's awesome.
Yeah, we're talking about how nice it was. And
Yeah.
I didn't realize it was going to be a nice building, but I thought it was the last place I wanted to be.
Right. So what was your fine for jaywalking?
Yeah, something like back in the day, $25. And I said, Your Honor, and I was in my nice uniform and everything. I said, Your Honor, I walk across Lakeshore Drive in Chicago. It's like a 10, 12 lane highway. He said, well, this ain't Chicago. So I said, okay, welcome to Hawaii. So there goes $25 out of my pocket.
And how much were you making a month?
Back in the day, I was making like $326, and I had to sign for my money. We didn't have automatic deposit and high-tech electronics like you guys have nowadays. And so you guys in the modern military, you guys are lucky.
Modern, so I love it. So again, you served our country for a long time. You spent a lot of time, and you fell in love with Hawaii and stayed here and done good things. Okay, we'll just hold that for a second. And by the way, you're dressed really nicely too. I don't normally see you.
Well, you're the only reason I'm wearing pants for the first time in my life. I never wear pants. Only for work I wear pants.
Yeah.
But other than that, I don't wear pants.
Yeah, you're styling, man. This is really kind of like I'm honored to have you.
I'm wearing a brand new shirt for you too.
I know. Wow, this is too much. It's going to cost me a lot of money, I can tell. Anyway, we have this thing. We got no one tech job. We take a look at things and so on. So anyway, got this one sent to me by Tom Fudge. He's a local architect. He said this might be something you want to look at. You've got no one tech job. So you take a look at the screen here. Check this guy out. So let me lower my child down and feed the vermin at the zoo. So this is vermin. I mean, come on, guys. This is not. This is the Father of the Year award should go to this guy. I mean, look at this. So down there, he's got. Now they're cute. They're raccoons and everything like that. But you know what? They can bite. But meanwhile, we'll drop my child down so he can feed the raccoon. The Father of the Year, right there. Got one tech job. You're killing me. You're killing me. Anyway, so that's happening on this side. Oh, my computer turned off. Now it's looking for me. and sees me and all this kind of stuff. So I have a segment that I do, it's news. So we do a news segment and so on. You get to pass some comment on it. So I got a little bit of news and so on. And Valentine's is coming up. So as you know, and you're single. So,
yeah,
by the way, look at this handsome man here. Now his girlfriend's getting all peed. Ruth's gonna get all peed off at me. But anyway, there's this handsome single man right here, right? So we're gonna talk about dating sites a little bit down the road and stuff like that. So you can give me your input on those. But anyway, I got some news.
Okay.
So, and you're in the security business.
Right.
You're not like Andrew, but you're dealing with people security. You're dealing with, you're managing a lot of very, very expensive areas. So without disclosing everything that you do. I don't know how much you can tell me what you do without killing me. Not much, right? No. Oh, yeah. Okay. Anyway, so did you know the IRS got hacked again?
I wouldn't put it past them.
Yeah, well, IRS got hacked again last week. And I'm a victim of an IRS hack. So I've had it on my show before. So my IRS tax return got hacked at the IRS years ago. And I've still been struggling with it, Now they give you this unique PIN that when you file your tax return, because you've been hacked by the IRS, they give you this unique PIN to know, so that you submit that unique PIN so they know that that's a valid return. Guess what? The unique PIN database got hacked.
Okay.
464,000 unique PIN records now. I'm probably one of them, and here we go again. So anyway, IRS is out there saying, well, we might send you another new unique PIN. So don't file your return. Okay, I'm not going to file my return, but I owe you money, and then you're going to charge me interest on it.
And penalties.
Filing. Anyway, they did it again. So when that happened, I kind of like saying, okay, where's the civilization heading? Where are we heading with all the stuff that's going on? And I look at, look what's happened over the years. Our mobile phones are wireless, right? Cooking. You seen those stoves? With, it's all the flat electric thing.
Right.
So it's flameless. We do flameless on that. Cars. And you have to drive a nice Mercedes.
Right.
Mercedes, right? Keyless. Right?
No, it still has a key.
It still has, you can push a button to start it though. No? Whatever, so keyless. Food now, everything is fatless, right? It's like, low fat this, low fat this, low fat this.
Gluten-free this.
Gluten-free, yeah. And I've been reading a book from this dietitian about all the things that we shouldn't be doing with regards to all those foods. We should have this guy on the show and talk about that stuff too. Our tires in our new hot cars are tubeless.
Right.
The problem is when you get a flat, you have to replace the entire tire, which is $500.
Which saves you gas because you don't have a spare tire, because you can run 50 miles at 50 miles per hour on a run flat tire.
On a run flat tire, right?
But you got to go replace it.
Got to replace it. I know. I hit on one of our great roads.
Yeah.
So I leased my car. So I hit great roads. I knew it when I hit that pothole. I knew it. Sure enough, flat tire. Good news is I bought the insurance. So I got a new tire, $800 tire for free. So I didn't get it for free. I had to pay for the insurance. So anyway, so tires are tubeless. Our youth are jobless.
Yeah.
And because they don't want to do, we talk about tech jobs and so on, but what was your first job? Your first job?
As a kid?
As a kid.
Wow. I guess everybody starts off as the least amount of job they can do, less brains, but I was a janitor. I just enjoyed cleaning things.
So you were a janitor, right?
Yeah, but in a big old city building and surrounded by all these luxury cars, and I'm just swabbing the deck, cleaning the cars, and it wasn't a janitor like bathrooms and stuff, but just a showroom and stuff.
So that's the kind of thing. So my first job was I delivered groceries.
Yeah.
On a bicycle. And my very, very first job though, when I was young, I sorted beer bottles in the back of a beer truck. So, but now the youth today are jobless because they don't take these jobs.
Right, because nobody wants to work for minimal or...
Yeah, come on, man. You got to start somewhere. Now, this is our leaders are shameless. I tell you, this election's going on and watching all the stuff that's going down in Washington and all the stuff that's happening, in this state. Whole other subject. So, and our attitudes seem to be careless to me. There's not a lot of caring that we see out there. You're one of the most caring guys that I've met in a long time. So, but there's not many of the newer ones that I feel that have a lot of care for what's going on. There's a lot of babies who are fatherless now. There's certainly a lot of that, and a lot of children who are mannerless. I've ran into that a couple times in the past few days, which leaves me speechless, and the government is clueless, and I'm scared somethingless. I'm gonna leave it at that. Anyway, so that's it. And then I got some couple more things on the news that I thought were since you're in the security side of the law enforcement side of what you do. I thought I had 3 stories that came to my head. So here's one. Police in Oakland, California spent 2 hours attempting to subdue a gunman who had barricaded himself inside his home. So 2 hours after they fired, excuse me, 10 tear gas canisters into his house and discovered that he was standing next to them yelling, come out, please come out. He was there beside them. So anyway, so I get to pick on you. This is good. So here's another one, Plan B. An Illinois man pretending to have a gun kidnapped a motorist and forced him to drive to 2 different automated teller machines so he could withdraw his own money. He was doing his own money.
Where's Uber when you need
Where's
them?
your Uber? Yeah, when you need them. And now here's my other one, the getaway. This is a great one. A man walked into a Topeka, Kansas quick stop and asked for all the money in the store, all the cash. And apparently there wasn't enough money, so what he did is he tied up the guy that was behind the cash register, and he worked there for 3 hours to get the money, and the last customer was a cop and arrested him.
How do we say it? Baboos?
Baboos is a good idea. So anyway, so maybe people will take some jobs. Anyway, so that's kind of like all I had in the news, and then we're coming up. Oh, we got to get Angus too, so he's going to do his thing, and then we'll take care of that part. So I think we're ready for a break. We'll do a little break. We take a minute break. We'll go get Angus, and then oh yeah, we're talking about that black card in the car opening.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, so I'm here, Gordo the Texar. I'm here with my buddy Rick Trejo, Papi Chulo. I speak Hispanic too, you know. Buenos nachos.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm here with Rick, and we'll be back in about a minute.
Aloha, my name is Reg Baker, and I'm the host of Business in Hawaii with Reg Baker. Business in Hawaii is a program that is positive stories about business in Hawaii. We're tired of hearing the negativity and why it's the wrong place to have a business. We talk about the positive reasons for having a business in Hawaii and how to be successful. We broadcast live every Thursday at 2 o'clock. We look forward to seeing you. Aloha.
Aloha! Please join the Hawaii Farmers Series every Thursday on ThinkTech. We live stream from 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. and we are
Matthew Johnson and Justine Spiritu as your hosts.
And the purpose of the Hawaii Farmers Series is to get to know our local agriculture community a lot more, get their backgrounds, get their history, find out why they love what they do, as well as get some of their insights.
And insights into hearing about the future of agriculture in Hawaii.
So we're going to bring the experts on, but we'd also like you to be a part of the conversation. So you can always join us by tweeting in your questions and comment at ThinkTech High. So we hope to engage with you. Thanks.
Aloha, my name is Carl Campagna. I am the host of ThinkTech Hawaii's Education Movers, Shakers, and Reformers. You can see our show every Wednesday at noon at 12 p.m. on thinktechhawaii.com, as well as visiting YouTube and finding the link for the show there. The show is also aired on OC16. We look forward to seeing you on the show. We have many wonderful guests, including Joan Husted, Corey Rosenlee, where we talk about the very important issues of education for our keiki. We look forward to seeing you there. Mahalo.
Aloha, namaskar, and hello. My name is Anu Hito. My show is called Climate Change Beyond Outrage. In it, we go beyond outrage to discuss solutions to global problems on climate change facing people, nations, and the world. Join me here every Tuesday at 1 o'clock on ThinkTech Hawaii. Aloha and bye-bye.
Hi, Rick. Hey there, Rick. How you doing there? Wake up. You're like Mr. Lanning, you know. You gotta stay alive there, bud. You're auditioning for this position as the co-host.
Pretty good. This guy's awesome.
Nice to see you there, bud. Nice to see you. Hey, you're the guy. I know. It's just me. Careful what you're touching there, lad. Anyway, this is Gordo. This is not Gordo. Gordo's the other guy. This is. I'm so confused. I'm totally confused. Hey, Angus McTech here, and I'm here with my buddy Gordo, and I'm here with my buddy Rick, and we're here to my wee gadget of the week. And I always come up with some interesting things. And so, we have a tendency to have a wee cocktail once in a while. Anyway, there's this new machine out there. It's called a data cocktail making machine. So this machine scours the internet, actually scours Twitter, and it goes onto Twitter and looks up for different things, and then from that it'll make you a cocktail. It's been created by this guy named Clement Gold. It's by Koi Designs. When a cocktail is desired, the machine will look for 5 latest messages from around the world on the internet for available ingredients. These messages will then define the drink composition. Gall explains the Data Cocktail website. Data Cocktail not only provides unique kind of a drink, but it also prints the cocktail's recipe along with a corresponding tweet and a gift you can give away. Now, is that cool or what?
Pretty good.
Pretty cool, and I cannot buy it, so I don't have to spend any of my money. So how good I cheap am with my money. Anyway, so that's my gadget of the week. This is the wee cocktail thing. I'll go out there and put some things on there, and we'll see what kind of drinks we're gonna get. Anyway, this is Angus, the gadget guy, and my friend Rick Papicholo saying to you all, let your wing gang free wherever you be. Aloha!
Thank you, Angus. Nice to see you again. It's always a pleasure. Look forward to meeting you again.
So, Mr. Trejo, my buddy Rick Trejo, Papicholo, he's my guest today, and also filling in as co-host. His day off is Friday, so and Andrew and I have a tendency to not be here all the time and every Friday. So you're kind of involuntarily auditioning for the co-host slot on Fridays if you're if you're willing to do this, and the pay is huge.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, just don't jaywalk on Hotel Street because I'm not covering the costs. So anyway, so you are in. Just talk a little bit about yourself. We can. So you are in. Well, I've known you for 45 years. You've 40 years. And I knew
I'm not as old as you.
That's true. The only thing older than me is dirt. So we met at, was it Queens?
Queens, back when I was doing security and you were doing your
IT stuff, right? So you were.
They're kind of, but we never crossed paths.
Yeah.
But we know each other.
We've known each other, and then you've been quite the entrepreneur, though. You didn't sit there and do.
No.
You were in security at Queens for a number of years.
Yeah.
And by the way, Queens is putting together a group to get together in December of all the old timers. So I'm going to get you on that mailing list. So any of you Queens people who are watching this show, check me out on Hibachi Talk and let me know, get your email address. We'll put you up on Facebook and get you part of the group. So it's a big group at the end of the year. It's going to be kind of a fun thing. All the guys like Tyler Wells and Ruf Fujita and all the gang that we do. So anyway, but you left Queens because you went off on your own, right?
Right.
So what did you do after that?
Well, I went to the auto detailing business because I figured, the military taught me a lot of good things about maintenance, care, and taking care of things. And I said, I can apply this to make money for myself. So all these doctors out there with their Porsches, Ferraris, Jaguars, Mercedes, I said, hey, I can clean these cars and make more money in 2 days off than I could in 2 weeks working at Queens.
Right.
So that launched Rick's Auto Detailing back in the day, and it's been there since till 1999. That's what I've been doing. I brought detailing to Hawaii, as we know it.
You were the first. You were and so those of you that kind of watch the show, remember Rick's Auto Detailing. I mean, think of where, so you were located, your first location was where?
It was in Chinatown behind Oahu Market. And the second one was at,
Restaurant?
no, what's that, Kaka'ako.
Oh, okay.
And then the third one was the Restaurant Row, because all this modern development coming up, and this place for bigger, greater things and development. So I went to Restaurant Row.
You even had one in Kapolei. You had the first one in Kapolei. Or did you sell it by then?
No, Kapolei. No, I had the house in Kapolei, but I used to go to CU to get all those cars from Castle and Cook.
Campbell Estate.
Campbell Estate. I'm sorry, my bad. But you were my connection through Campbell Estate because I'd go all the way out there.
Right.
Service my
Which
clients.
there was all the way out there when there was nothing out there but that one building, right?
Yeah.
And dusty cars.
Exactly.
So you did, so everybody thinks that, wait a minute, detailing, but think of what's popped up around town now.
Right, everybody. Now they're doing detailing without water. I don't get it, but hey, you won't see me there.
Yeah, no, you sold that business.
No, the lease ran out and it's time to go do something different. So my forte was security, so I threw my hat in the ring. Clinton was office and he said, hey, we need more Hispanics in the military, in the law enforcement sector because there's not enough representation.
So are you telling me we made just a choice based on your
My ethnicity?
Your ethnicity?
Yeah, so I figured if I can work with Uncle Sam and make some decent money and provide service and quality security for my government, hey, why not?
Why not? And you had your military training, your
Right,
background there.
right, everything else too. Yeah. So.
Yes.
And then from there on, it was just there. Worked with the Navy Nuclear Police, went with the TSA, ran around the country as a initial group to run around 429 airports in the country, which most people don't realize there's 429 airports.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, but we didn't do all. We had 2-year deal.
Right.
So my group had this group, this area, this group had that area. So we went around living out of a suitcase, making good money, taking care of a lot of things, and working out of our suitcases and living in hotels every night. But it was an exciting thing to do.
So you were developing policy procedure right after 9/11 because
Exactly,
no
which
one
never
knew-
existed.
Never existed. So you
And
had to come up with
We,
something.
we were the
quick.
template. We were the template
Right.
to what you see now. And it's gotten better, but it still has a
It
lot of
still-
flaws
it
as we
still
can
has-
see on TV
yeah,
right
it-
now.
Yeah, it still has a lot of issues. I
A
mean,
lot of issues and a lot of bad things have gone on, but
Yeah.
we were unfortunately not part of that.
But you had to
Establish.
scramble. I mean,
Right, right.
think about. I mean, were you like sitting in the hotel at night saying, okay, we're gonna create lines. We're gonna do. I mean, how do you decide what you're gonna do?
No, we just all together as a think tank and go to where we're supposed to be out there in Murrah, whatever in Oklahoma. I can't remember. That's how long ago it was. But we're all underground during the tornado alley, they call it.
Yeah.
But we're all over there doing these things and figuring out how to do this, and we got it done. And that was a 2-year project. We had to get it off the ground in
Get
2
it
years.
done. We should ask Alexa. We have Alexa in the. We have this
Yeah.
Amazon thing. What she thinks of the TSA? What do you think? What do you think? We'll just give it a shot.
Be
Alexa,
careful.
what do you think of the TSA?
I'm best with factual questions.
Do we have an 8-ball here too? The 8-ball is even better.
I'm best with factual questions.
Is it?
Alexa, give us some facts. Give us some facts on the TSA.
I wasn't able to understand the question I heard.
Neither were they. That's pretty cool. We got to have her on the show more
Right.
often. It's awesome. So you did that with the TSA, then came back to Hawaii.
Yeah, and then realized that, everybody's downrange with the military, what they call downrange. All the soldiers went downrange, Iraq, Iran, Afghanistan, whatever, and left the bases unsecured.
Right.
And Hawaii is vital. And my security needs were there at the military installations, and with my clearances and everything else, fit perfect.
Fit perfect. So you end up So
now we provide law enforcement for all the military bases, and not all of them, but it's strictly the Army.
Right.
Because the Navy has their own, Air Force has their own, and all these folks that work for those agencies are civilians too, and they're downrange. So they needed the civilians to do this.
So it must be a challenge hiring.
It is, especially with the fiscal budget and the downsizing and everything right now. It is hard. We're jumping through hoops. People are getting overwhelmed. They're getting burned out. Unfortunately, the money is good, but money's not always good if your family's gonna suffer.
Right.
Your relationships suffer.
Right.
And your health suffers.
Right.
You can't be everything to everybody all the time. There's a mission that needs to be met, but it can't be met if you don't have the manpower or the budget.
Right, and you're a 24/7 operation. You
Right,
guys
we're
don't
24. We don't shut down.
You don't shut down.
No.
So now, where do you recruit?
USAjobs.gov.
Okay.
Anybody wants a military or federal government job as a civilian,
Right.
go to USAjobs.gov. If your entity is law enforcement or security or what have you,
Cyber.
go there. Cyber, exactly. Cyber, that's big. And then just, if you qualify, you meet the KSAs, which is knowledge, skills, and abilities.
Okay.
You're good to go, and then you get screened, and they don't go with photos anymore, because back in the day, you used to have pictures, and, oh, that's my friend, that's my friend. No, it's what you know, who you know, not who you know, but it's what you know.
Okay.
That validates your
So it's no longer like.
this is my Uncle John, he's gonna get in, hook him up.
Yeah.
It's all fair right across the board.
Right. Oh wow.
Equal
that's-
opportunity.
So that's a good, something to mention to our guests,
Yeah.
to our viewers, is if you are looking for a particular
Yeah.
job, and it's not more than a job, it's a career.
It is a career.
This is not going to go away.
No,
and you
it's-
will be able to go up through the corporate ladder. So
Right,
using the word
and
corporate
all the agencies are hiring.
and all, yeah.
Yeah, and you can work in military, Navy, Army, Air Force, Marines.
Right, and you
They're
can work
hiring.
all around the world.
You can go wherever they need you, and that's what's good about it. Because if you're in a federal system, like I was earlier, Navy, TSA, Army, who knows? Maybe I want to go to Air Force or go to Europe or something.
Whatever.
The doors are open if you open your mind and do it.
Oh, so see, that sounds good. See, I told you this show is full of nothing but education and,
Yeah.
and bringing stuff on. So, so you've been doing this for how long now? How long have you
Since
been?
'99.
Since '99. So you've been doing
When I left the corporate world, went to the
Yeah,
government world.
the government world, and went into this space.
It's a lot of headache, though. It is not easy.
Yeah, well, you're up the ladder, so it's not like
Right.
you're like you know. I mean,
Right.
you have a lot of responsibility. You've
Right.
got people. You've
I have
got
actual MPs working for me, actual soldiers working for me, civilian law enforcement working for me, and we all work together. But you know, I'm dealing with young kids who have a different mindset.
okay.
And when they go down range and they come back to garrison, they think they're bulletproof and they know everything, they know it all, and it's
So-
a tug of war.
Yeah, so you've got to take a civilian, a military, a combat
Right, vet,
individual,
combat soldier.
and then you've got all the age disparities.
Exactly. We're talking kids, 20, 19, 20
2
years
years
old.
who've been in
Downrange,
downrange,
shot at, missed.
shot at, whatever, and now you've got to make them come back together and all work together.
Different mindset.
Wow. I mean, you think, and I think, I sit here complaining about, oh, I got 40-year-olds, 60-year-olds, and millennials.
Yeah.
But no, it's the ones that have also put their lives on the line for us.
Mhm,
that you've
exactly.
got to
And you can't take that away, but at the same time, they think that, why should I work with civilians? I say, young man, I was once a soldier just like you.
Yeah.
I volunteered, I did my
Yeah,
time.
you
on the-
volunteered. Here's
yeah,
the key thing. you
Yeah, I
remember is that
volunteered during
you
the draft.
volunteered during the Vietnam War.
Yeah, well,
right?
now it's an all volunteer army, but
Yeah.
I volunteered during the draft.
Yeah, during the draft.
Yeah,
So,
see? And I just tell these guys, I did my time honorably.
Yeah.
So you did yours. You're not a veteran yet because you're still in the military.
Yeah, you're still working
But
on
think
it.
about it. 40 years from now, you're gonna remember. Hey, I remember this old guy that I was working for. He made some sense.
Yeah, hopefully.
Hopefully, when
Yeah.
you get down there 40 years
I've
later.
always said you'd made some sense. Not much, but there's
Yeah.
been some sense there.
But we've always had a lot of sense back and forth, but
Yeah.
it ain't worth 2 cents.
Yeah, I know, it's true. Anyway, so with poignant pause now. We do a
Right.
poignant pause. We're going to take another break, pay some bills, and then I'm going to come back here with my buddy Rick Trejo, Papi Cholo, which means, tell me, come on.
Hey, everybody says Papi Chulo, pretty daddy, or
Pretty
whatever.
daddy.
But
There is.
I'm not your daddy, and I ain't pretty.
Yeah, Papi Cholo. So Papi Cholo and I, Gordo the Texan, will be back here in about a minute.
And Gordo means fat.
Thanks.
Okay, I'm Jay Fidel, that's Ray Starling. We co-host a show called Hawaii, the State of Clean Energy, every Wednesday, 4 to 5 p.m. It's really interesting. Ray has a way of unzipping these guys. He asks them these questions and all this stuff tumbles out, and we find out stuff we would never know about without Ray's questions. Thank you, Ray.
You're welcome, Jay. I'm very pleased to be your Ed McMahon every Wednesday at 4 o'clock here on the internet. So you can join us and see what's happening in the energy world, and there is a lot going on. So join us every Wednesday at 4 o'clock.
Yeah, come around, be energized right here on Think Tech. Aloha.
Aloha, my name is Kaui Lucas. I am the host of Hawaii is My Mainland here every Friday on Think Tech Hawaii at 3 p.m. I invite people who are doing interesting and inspiring things in our community to help us keep it local and keep it real. Tune in any Friday, 3 p.m. and also available on our YouTube channel and my blog, kauilucas.com. Hawaii is my mainland. Aloha.
Aloha, how you doing? Welcome to Hibachi Talk. Gordo the Texar here with my buddy Papi Cholo, Rick Trejo. We're here talking story, and he's co-host in training, CIT.
Okay.
Yeah, co-host in training. So he's our co-host in training because Andrew and I keep going back and forth. Andrew's always traveling the world, and I've been going and traveling and so on. So we thought, Rick's off on Fridays because that's his start of his weekend. So we thought, hey, we'll give him a shot this year. So far, I think you're doing pretty good. We'll check it. yeah, tons. Yeah, the residuals are going to be huge. Anyway, so another segment that we have on the show is I called "What's the Upside?" Right? I want to try to talk about things that like what's the upside. So anyway, just this past week, the state of Hawaii issued a request for proposal to put in a new payroll system. So they're going to put a new computerized payroll system in. They're doing a request for proposal. Now, my guess is it's going to be about between between 25 and 30 million dollars to do this. So, but my concern is, or my point is, the city and county of Honolulu put in a new payroll system for a lot less than that kind of money, on time and on budget, for some huge thousands of employees, same unions. So why doesn't the state, instead of doing that, go and sit with the city and say, why don't we use your payroll system? Piggyback on it. Why don't we do that? And so I got this picture. This is government efficiency. To me, see this drawing, I look at it here, perfect. There's the state on one side, and there's the city on the other side. But no, we can't come together.
SMH.
Yeah, SMH?
Shake my head.
I never knew that term.
Or Whiskey Tango Foxtrot.
Oh yeah, with WTF, Whiskey Tango Foxtrot. Anyway, my point is, what's the upside, ladies and gentlemen? It's our money, and it's already built. It's already meets the union contracts, and we haven't even talked about working day rate, which was a $500,000 modification to the off-the-shelf payroll system to meet a union need that does nothing. Anyway, there goes my car again, but that's another story. So anyway, that's it. What's the upside? What's the upside? So there's a couple things happening around town over the next few weeks. Tonight there's a big event down at
the M.
At the M.
Yeah, what's it called? That Lonely Hearts? Or
Yeah,
from
Brad Coates Lonely Hearts Club Ball, or Lonely Hearts. Yeah, so Coates and Frey.
Not to be confused with Glenn Fry.
My divorce attorney.
Yeah.
Were they your divorce attorney?
Oh, yes, unfortunately. But he's a good guy, the best guy in town.
Yeah, best guy in town. Hey, Brad, remember this. You better buy me a beer. Anyway, so they're doing their Lonely Hearts thing down at the M tonight, so it's usually pretty fun. I'm obviously not going.
I'm wearing my red shirt.
Yeah, you got your red shirt on. I'm now a married man, so I have to change my career.
Attitude.
And my attitude. And my wife is off tonight. So anyway, and the important factor, actually she sends me there sometimes. What does that mean? Anyway, so that's happening tonight. And then we got another thing happening, and I just want to, so the April Foolish Party is coming up on April the 8th.
For all you fools.
For all you fools. So this is another big event that the Boys Bunch puts on, which you're part of the Boys Bunch.
Make-A-Wish.
Yeah, we raise money for Make-A-Wish. This is April the 8th at 5 p.m. to 2 a.m. Again, it's at the M again this year. It's a great event. I have tickets for free. So if you want, and these little puppies are not cheap, these are like $40 at the door. I bought a number of them because it's a Make-A-Wish. Mm-hmm. And so if you reach out to me, I will gladly give you a ticket. So, I'm sorry?
You got to reach.
Oh, how can they reach me? They can reach me at gordon.bruce@outlook.com, or easier one, tekzar, Tekzar, @gmail.com.
Or find them at any neighboring water hole.
Neighboring watering hole, which is not that difficult. Well, yeah, by the way, what is our, since you've been 86th out of a few of them, I'm not even going to go there.
Only one.
Since you and I have been 86 out of one, where is our latest watering hole?
Lola's, which is going to be the awesome place. You guys need to know this. Lola's, the last Thursday of every month.
Oh, yeah.
Throwback to give back. And a lot of high friends and high places are going to appreciate what we're just saying right now, because for all those musicians that have come and gone, are still working, but they're not playing music, they're hard on their times, they need to make ends meet. It's all the local musicians get together last Thursday of every month at Lola's, right where it used to be Champions, I believe.
Yeah, Champion on
Keimoku and Beretania.
Yeah, Keimoku and Beretania.
Next to the other club called starts with an S.
Yeah.
They're not paying me to say surrender, but next door. But it's a beautiful cause. I got good friends that are there promoting it. Like I said, good friends in high places, and they're going to appreciate we're giving them a plug. So you guys need to get out there.
They come and play music.
3 groups, and it's going to be the best day of your week, your month, and you're going to enjoy music, and it's kind of like a Make-A-Wish, but it's a local Make-A-Wish for the local musicians.
For the local musicians. So that's a good point. So local musicians. So. Ooh, and here's what I tell everybody. Uber over there.
Right, Uber. There's no parking. There's probably maybe 20 stalls.
Yeah, and you don't want to be having libations in that. So you Uber over there, which is so inexpensive. And that's my another upside is going to be this legislature that's trying to shut down Uber, which is really ticking me off. Anyway, so Uber over there,
or carpool,
carpool.
But DD, designated driver.
Yeah, support the
local musicians. Thursday throwback to give back.
Yeah, it's every Thursday?
Last Thursday of every month.
Last Thursday of every month. So at Lola's,
Oh, it's a new club. It's beautiful in there.
Yeah, I haven't been there yet.
That's our new place.
Okay, that's where we're going back, since
Right.
we've been 86th out of the other place.
And we won't mention it.
Yeah, at Alamoana. Kind of on the outside near Bubba Gump's. Yeah, but we're not going to mention it. We got 86 for being nice.
Yeah.
I don't understand what's going on. Anyway, so that, I got the tickets. I got, so now, since it's Valentine's is coming up, my anniversary, by the way.
Oh, yeah?
I'll be my ninth anniversary. And so, my computer shut down again, so I have to remember to turn this thing on. Anyway, so I thought, it's Halloween. It's Valentine's, and we've got some really interesting ways you date nowadays, right?
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Hey, I'm not on there. Don't know how to do it.
How did you know where I was going?
I'm trying to get you to hook me up with a computer, and then
that's right. Yeah, let alone.
Try to find sites.
Yeah, well, I'll give you that, and I'll put in all your favorites. I'll put all the websites in your favorites section.
That's why I don't have a computer.
That's why that's why you don't let me to set it up for you either. Anyway, so there's obviously online dating sites are huge, right? They've been around for a number of years, and they've exploded.
I'm taking your word for this.
Yeah, it is. Okay, yeah,
Okay.
thank you. Yeah, because you've never used them.
No.
Nudge, nudge, wink, wink. No, I actually believe you.
Yeah.
It's not your style.
Yeah.
You don't need it anyway. You're Mr. Aloha. When you're out there,
I'm just a nice guy.
Poppy, he's Poppy Chulo, right? Which means you can't even say it. Pretty Daddy? Is that what it is?
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
All right, Gordo.
Anyway, so the number one website for dating website is Elite Singles. And it's an ideal place for sophisticated, mature singles looking for love online.
That includes us.
Yeah, right.
Sophisticated
and mature. Well, we got one.
Okay. Mature.
Mature. Then there's Zoosk.
Oh, I think I saw something on Facebook with that.
It relies on behavioral matching of your personalities and such.
Well, we'll never match.
Yeah, thank goodness. Then there's one called Our Time.
Oh,
Now, I thought that's an interesting name. That's number 3, by the way. I never heard of this one.
Our Time.
Yeah, it's
Isn't that for Sabretooth?
It's senior Sabretooth, or no tooth. It's
Well-
no tooth. It's seniors like myself.
Okay.
So it's a senior dating site.
Okay.
So that's not too bad.
Do they meet at Arcadia every month? Is that?
Yeah, and we're going to have Arcadia on, and they can talk about their monthly toga party.
Caligula.
Oh, please, don't even go there. Number 4 comes in at number 4, which many have heard of, is Match.com. Dude, don't tell me you've never heard of Match.com.
I heard there's so damn many damn questions you get bored by the time you.
Oh, but you've never been there.
I heard. Honestly, I've never been there.
Anyway, Match is publicly traded. That's a publicly traded stock. It's under the ticker symbol MTCH, and it's $9 and change a share. Just so you know. And then coming in at number 5 is Christian Mingle, which I've heard about too. So anyway, those are the top 5 dating sites for those of you that would like to use that as a technique.
What happened to the one that just got hacked?
Tinder? Or no? Oh no, that.
That was a.
No, that wasn't really
All the way
a
up to
dating
the
site.
White House?
Yeah, that wasn't really a dating site. It was a woman's name that
Yeah,
they used, which was
something,
a
yeah.
pseudonym.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't remember.
Ashley something or?
Yeah, whatever. See, good thing we don't remember, and I didn't worry about my name. Ashley Madison.
Yeah, something like that.
That was
But it went all the way up to the White House.
All the way to the White House, right? We still haven't seen who all those people are that got nailed on that one.
That's why I'm not in the White House.
There's a lot of reasons why you're not in the White House, dude.
I voted for Obama.
No, you're actually going to admit that?
Yeah.
Oh, please. Okay, so since we're talking about the elections, and
I know your next question. I can read your mind.
You read my mind. So I'm the immigrant here. This is great, Mr. Hispanic. So I'm the immigrant here.
I got my. You don't have a green card.
I don't have. I'm a U.S. citizen now. Anyway, you're the Hispanic person here, born and raised in the United States of America, right? And I'm the immigrant. So, tell me about your campaign with Mr. Trump.
It's not my campaign, but you're asking me a question like, what do I think if Trump got in?
Yeah.
I said, who are you talking about?
It's going to be fun.
Who? Trump?
Have you been watching this thing?
Oh, yeah.
Hey, well, I came in from the north, and I
Right.
came in, and I filled out the paperwork, and I came in
They should build a border over there. I mean, a wall over there.
Yes, well, and all that beer would get, bottlenecked back up in there.
All the whiskey and everything, but I don't understand if this country ever. I'm not a politician. That's why you don't discuss politicians and religion.
And
because it'll snow next time I go to a church or inside of a church, and I'm never going to vote.
Anyway,
I already voted, but I think I ran my cast. I
Yeah.
cast my last vote when Obama got in.
Yeah, so.
And I really honestly don't feel like voting anymore because I
Well,
feel
that's not
like.
a good thing, but
They say don't vote, no grumble.
Yeah, don't vote, don't grumble, and you got to admit though, we don't have, the choices are like no matter whether it be local or, and it's just, I mean, it's just so depressing. It really
It
is.
makes you kind of wonder, like, makes you stop and say,
Yeah, I know. And
Make
then
you
I go
wonder why.
and have a libation, and I don't feel so bad.
That's right, people drink.
That's why people drink, and that's why you and I rarely talk politics when we're out, right?
No, when we do,
it goes like right.
And
by
we
the-
don't even want to be on the air when we talk.
I know, not even there. Yeah, someone ought to follow us, by the way. We have a tendency to get together once in a while.
Yeah.
So, next time my brother's in town, I haven't hooked you up when they come into town, but we'll have to do that as well. Anyway, so believe it or not, we've burned through 45 minutes of this show, and you've done a great job, so I think you may have passed the test. But even though you're the co-host, you are going to get an autographed solo cup. And I think this is number 54 in our series, which is going to be a very unique series.
Can I play beer pong with this?
Yeah, you can. You can do whatever you want. Now, I'll sign it, and I'll get Angus to sign it, and we'll give that to you at the end of the show. So, what was that website again for the jobs?
Oh, usajobs.gov.
usajobs.gov.
And go to Hawaii region.
In Hawaii region, and if you want to see and look for particular...
Any job, any agency in the state of Hawaii.
Yeah, so do it. I mean, there's tons of opportunities.
We need
out
the
there.
manpower. We need backup. We need support. We need people to get in there and help us out because we're getting burned out.
Yeah, and so, and you get to work with Papi Cholo. Chulo or Cholo?
Chulo.
Chulo, yeah. What's a Cholo?
Cholo's is a restaurant out there in North Shore.
Yeah, that's right. Papi Chulo.
Yeah.
And next time we have you on the show, we can talk about the best Mexican food in Hawaii.
Yeah, again, like we said, everybody's got their, if it don't taste like mom's, it's crap.
That's right.
But,
it's got to be moms. It's got to be moms. Anyway, Gordo the Texar here.
Rick Trejo.
Rick Trejo, Papi Chulo is here.
Gordo.
Today here on Hibachi Talk. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. A little bit different approach. Just remember to follow us on Think Tech. Follow us on YouTube. Look up Hibachi Talk. We've got over 50 shows that are up there now. And we'll be talking to you later about how we're going to do some interesting things with Bitcoin. Anyway, thanks a lot for joining us. Hey, Hamish, I hear you're getting better. Good to hear that. Nick, Zuri, as always, you make it so easy for me. You're the best. Anyway, as I always say at the end of the show, and this will be on my tombstone, by the way. We can talk about that later. How you doing?